Live.
Love you too. All right, here we are. So I forgot my microphone. I was talking as if it was still on me from the night before, which sometimes that could happen. Check out the dad bod. Got my running shorts on, running shoes, run wear, coffee. I love running now more than I did when I was younger. For some reason, is it a 40 thing to run more? That's delicious. Hologram. That's called Hologram from Counterculture Coffee Company in, I think, North Carolina. Of all the states, North Carolina's where I've found a very good coffee. Anyways, yeah, I want to get into some drums real quick for this stream. It's morning. It's Saturday morning. Saturday morning cartoons. That's how I always like to say them. The Saturday morning cartoons are definitely, man, when I would wake up, it would be like X-Men. We'd watch X-Men in the morning. You know, Muppet Babies was during the week. That was my show during the week. Muppet Babies, for sure. Muppet Babies, DuckTales, and eventually Chippendales Rescue Rangers. So I was into the Disney stuff. Big Disney guy when I grew up. Big Disney fan. Bambi. A lot of my music that I write, if you've listened to American Made, much of that has a lot of similarities and inspiration from Mary Poppins. So let me see. Are we getting some feedback here? Not on this front. Okay, that's good. Let's make sure that Spotify. Okay, Spotify is rolling. Welcome to my page. And here you will learn my process of songwriting and production. And yeah, like I said, I am not a classically trained or even trained musician. I taught myself. The thing is it comes with its perks and freedoms as writing without any knowledge of notes. And really, I mean, I know, like, you know, a fifth and a seventh, and when you're playing a chord, like 5 4 5, but when somebody's speaking that out to me, like in the moment, I probably won't. That's something I need to work on. But I also don't don't often collaborate with others. Everything I do is in-house by myself, all by my lonesome. It has its perks, which is the freedom just to do whatever I want, and it has its drawbacks, which it's really important to play with others too, and so we'll get more of that going. But yeah, I'm not a jammer as much as I used to jam with friends and stuff like that. But a lot of my friends out in LA, they're all jamming. They live pretty close to each other, so it's a lot more convenient for them to do a jam session. Whereas I, got to travel the distance, at least 40 minutes to get there, which is fun. Whenever we have them, they're magical, and I'm in it. I'm kind of in the mode, and I get into a groove with the band, because I'm usually playing like synths or pads or harmonizing on the vocals. I can do all that. I've done choir. I've done some choir, like gospel choir stuff, which was really cool. I had no intention of being in a choir, but I went to this event, this folk event, and I was in the choir, and they placed me They placed me in the, I think the tenor. They're like conductor, the composer. She was like, you're a countertenor, and I was like, well, thank you. I didn't know what that was until she told me, and then I started researching. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, okay, that sounds about right. So without that involvement, and now it was great. It was singing out, and another choir. It was an Icelandic choir, part of the same program. And the composer, she had told me she's Icelandic, and she, I think I was an alto for that choir, and we were singing a song in Icelandic, so it was really cool, and it was really easy to learn the song. It took only a couple days to learn the song. No, I might have a recording somewhere of it actually. That I actually recorded. I put some gear, one of my mobile rigs back. I don't even have that rig anymore, but flew it all the way out to Maryland and recorded the folk traditions and just experimented with recording at the time. This was in 2013, so this was a while back. But anyways, let's get to these drums because I'm dying to start these drums today. I just wanted to get everything set up. Where's my telephone though? There it is. Telefono. Okay, so we've got the phone all set up with El Gato, the cat. Not my favorite animal. Not my spirit animal, that's for sure. I don't know what my spirit animal would be. It'd probably be a crane. Like a bird. Love cranes. I think they're cool. They're so like agile is the word. And patient. Cool animals. I don't know if it's a crane though, but I do have a crane up on my wall from some art that I got actually back in China. I think it was where the Henan province. Probably said that wrong. I added a little Middle Eastern flair. Henan province, when it's Henan province. All right. So we're over here. Where are you? I'm over here. Okay. So yeah, last night we kind of got some stuff down, and I'm trying to figure out a formula here. Like, should I write music during the week, record the loops, and then come in the studio and live stream that process, or is it cool seeing me fuck up and try to find notes? Is to some people that might be interesting, and that's the $1,000,000 question, really. Okay, so let's arm all of our channels here, and we've got six channels for the drums. So I'm just going to come over here to, speaking of the drums, just come over here to the drums and hi everybody, or whoever's watching, I can't tell. And that's another thing, I might end up putting like another screen, or moving that screen, or making it, putting it on wheels or something, maybe, like a cart, and getting like an extender for it, so that way I can we're getting like an iPad or something, another a relevant iPad, because this iPad, I mean, I could look at it, but I need two iPads. One for controlling the studio one, which is free of charge, unlike Elgato, and like another, unlike the Elgato Stream Deck. And the other would be for, having right there, kind of utilizing for chats. So, all right, we got we got that. All right, let's go on this. I see in the mornings, that's why I want to do these streams in the mornings. So much more energy, after a day of, playing with the kids, watching them, napping them. Well, not ever, but, my older boy, he doesn't nap anymore. But yeah, it's just a lot, you got to hang out with them, spend some time with them. And so by the time you get in the studio, after all the housework and dinner and, those things, you're in here. But these are big priorities. So I always got to do it. I'm always doing it. And every night has to be productive, every night. So whether we're not finishing a song, we're writing a song, whether we're coming up with ideas some days in here and not doing much. Maybe it's just not working out. The mix has been played. That's another thing, is the mix between different things I'm doing in the studio. There's got to be a balance in that, and so I'm still trying to find that. Still doing the experimentation, and I'm, eventually I think we're gonna get a lot of content in here. Just moving this light here on putting it at another angle. It's not a lot of light, but just a little bit of light goes a long way. I'm gonna just see how that, there's probably gonna be, see how that kind of just slightly brighten things up a little, which, nothing too big. So that's just been the goal here, is to live stream at different hours. We're all in the experimentation phase of the live stream. And those of you who are here and stuck with me since the beginning, you'll hopefully be with me in the end. Or I don't see an end to this, actually. I really don't. I see this as the new way, the new normal. Performing live, instead of in front of an audience, it's in front of a virtual audience, which some people might not like that, but for me, I like it. I'm in my studio, comfortable. You know what I mean? Not too comfortable, because now I've got to get out of my comfort zone, which helps. It really helps me get out of the comfort zone. And I always look for ways to not be comfortable, because then you're doing something right. When you're not comfortable, you're consistent with it, So that's been the thing with music, this whole studio. I've been doing this, building this, literally the construction work, the panel work, all that stuff. I can't afford to buy pre-made panels, so I made my own, Roxol. Some of the ones you buy, they don't even have rock wool in it. They have actual just fiberglass, which is a jip. It's a cheap. But anyways, let's get on this. Get off that rant. And I want to do a pre-roll. There you go. Let's see. to do the pre-roll from here. All right. Now it does the pre-roll. This song so far has been challenging for me drumming wise. Because it's slow and I'm used to playing a little bit faster, and I don't want to. Oh, let me just go check on the fam real quick, and I'll be back. I'll stop my stream real quick. I might not even keep the stream. I don't know. Let's see how many let's see how many, yeah, we got nobody watching right now, so I might just stop it and just keep and go back, come back. I don't know. Let's, yeah, let me